about this Git architecture, nothing but Git workflow. So how Git works, okay, and today's session will be like basic, okay. From tomorrow we will discuss how Git has come and all, but today I just want to show the real Git architecture and Git workflow. If you can able to understand this class, next 10 days class will be you can easily understand. So this class is very important and you need to understand this architecture because Git will follow this architecture. So before discussing, as I said, whenever I teach anything I will compare with a real life. Okay, if you see, this is a tree. What they will do, right? They will add a water. Okay, after adding water, tree will get some fruits, right? Then what the owner of this farm owner, what he will do, he will do some commitment. Just a moment. Yeah, sorry, I got a call. Right, what he will do, he will just do a commitment to sell his fruits to a local shop owner. So he will just do some commitment. What commitment? He has some commitment to sell that fruits to local shop owner. So what he will do, he might sell that fruits locally, or he might sell that fruits using a mobile app. So what we will tell that if you sell online, we can call it as a remote. Okay, this is the basic we will follow. Okay, is there any confusion? So first, farm owner, what he will do, he will capture a tree and he will add some water. After adding the water, tree will get some fruits. So after getting the fruits, like this owner of this farm owner, he will be, if you see, he is smiling. That means he is happy with the fruits. What he will do then, after he will do some commitment to sell these fruits to the local shop owner. Then after, local shop owner will have some shop and he will sell the fruits from shop as well as from remote, that is using mobile app. So this is the basic thing which happens in real life, right? Do you agree with me? Now I will explain the same. Comparing with this, I will explain the Git workflow. Just see the magic. Now let me try to go to this folder. Okay, previously I have explained Docker and Kubernetes. Now let me create a folder called as Git. Now let me go inside this folder. Let me create a folder called as images. Like whatever I teach, everything I will update. Okay, you no need to worry. Images, everything. Okay, Git real life. Now let me try to create a new. So now let us discuss about, in the interview they will definitely ask this. Okay, Git workflow, how Git works, what is the Git workflow, or what is the Git architecture. They might call in any word to confuse you. Okay, what we will do, if we want to implement Git in our server, first we need to execute git init. Then after one empty .git folder will be created. Then your git will start from there. Okay, what is this init? Don't worry, I will show from Google itself. Init, because you need to learn like this. I can able to say many things, but you need to have a knowledge to how to Google it. So what does init meaning? Let me search git init meaning. Git init command creates a new git repository. It can be used to convert an existing unversioned project to a git repository. So what is a initialize a git? So to create a new repo, you will be use git init command. Nothing but it will create one folder. So git init is a one-time command you use during the initial setup of new repo. So executing this command will create a new .git subdirectory in your current working directory. This will also create a new branch. Okay, this is the meaning of git init. You may have some confusion. No need to worry. How to initialize git? What is git init? Now let me copy this. Now let me add this here. So now let me keep here. So now let me explain the git workflow. Okay, now let me explain the git workflow. So whenever you initialize a .git, what we will get? .git folder will be created, and that part we will call it as working tree. This stage is called as we will call it as working tree. Just comparing with the tree. Okay, working tree. What we will do after that, whenever we create any files or folders, we will add that changes to staging area. So after adding to the staging area, we will commit that changes. So how the owner has commitment, in the same way here also you will commit that changes. So after committing the changes will come to local repo. Now if you want to push these changes, then we will push these changes to remote repo. So this remote repo we will call it as GitHub. Okay, this is the basic Git workflow you need to know. This is very important because we are going to use this every day. Okay, first we will go to a empty directory. So if you want to convert that directory into a repository, git repository, you will need to enter a command called as git init. Whenever you execute git init, a .git folder will be created. You don't need to understand this. From tomorrow I will explain from scratch, from theoretical. So today I just want to show the architecture, that's it. From tomorrow let us start from zero itself. Nothing but how git comes, what is this git, before git what is there, everything I will explain. But today's class is very important. I will repeat this again, you no need to worry. Okay, and we will add to the staging. This class is, if you know, you will not understand this class. Okay, my sessions will be like web series. You need to watch every episode, then only you will get some understanding, you will know the climax. So today I am showing these things. You will have some confusion. You need to watch next, you need to join the next class, then you will get some full clarity. So everything will be linked. So after adding the changes, it will come to staging area, then after you will commit, it will come to local repo, and then after you will push remote repo. Though this cannot able to remember, right? That's the reason what I did. Let me go to this folder, git images, right? So tree, working tree, you will add the changes, then you will get a fruit, nothing but this is called a staging area. After you will commit to local repo, after that you will push to the remote repo. So you need to compare like this. So if I tell you directly, I will explain this, you will have some confusion, you will forget everything. That's the reason I just compared with real life. At least if you understand something, did you understand or still you have some doubts? Just superb. So this is the things will happen. Okay, now I will show some practical. Okay, then after let us end this session. For today this is more than enough. Let us go slowly. Okay, now what I will do, I will go to git folder. Now let me try to create a new folder called as git demo. Okay, before starting the class, okay, do you have a laptop ready to practice? Super. So just try to search git download, then after you will get the official website. Just go there, just click on Windows, so download for Windows. Then what you will get, whenever I click on downloads, inside this program files or in the downloads, you will get a setup file, git setup file. Just double click, just click on S, then after next install the git. Okay, I will not going to do, it's a task for you today. So after creating, just right click here, git bash here, you will get the option. Whenever you install git in your system, a new option will be created, git bash here. Just click here. Nothing but, it is nothing but a terminal, Linux terminal. So ls-la, nothing but list a hidden file. Ls nothing but list, -l nothing but list a, em nothing but hidden files. Enter. What are the folders I have? Images and git demo, right? Images and git demo. So in Windows you can able to use UI, but coming to Linux there is only one terminal option, that's it. This folder will call it as a directory. In Linux, whatever folders we call it in Windows, in Linux they will call it as a directories. D. Okay, directories. What I said, now this is nothing but a directory, nothing but folder, empty folder. There is nothing in this. Okay, now let me enter ls. Let me go to this folder. Change directory. cd means change directory. I want to go inside this folder. Which folder? Git demo folder. So if you see, now I am inside this git demo folder. Now let me enter ls. Is there anything? Nothing is there in this folder. ls-la. Yes, yeah, superb, good. Okay, now I want to convert this normal folder into a git folder. For that you need to execute git init. So now let me show ls-la, nothing is there. Now let me execute git init, initialize, nothing but just see this meaning. To create a new repo, you will use git init command. Git init is one-time command you use during the initial setup of new repo. So now this directory will convert into a repo. Executing this command will create a new .git subdirectory in your current working directory. This will also create a new branch. So what is this .git? We are going to discuss. Don't worry. So initialized empty git repository, a .git folder is created. If you enter ls, there is nothing will be shown. If you want to see the hidden file, so .git is nothing but a hidden file. So .git folder is created. Okay, now let me control s ls ls.git. So inside this .git you will be having these things. We are going to discuss about these things in further sessions. You don't need to worry. Now let me enter git status. No commit set, nothing to commit. Then it is adding git add to track. Now let me try to create one file. We are going to discuss these things. You don't need to worry. Now let me enter git status. So whenever you create a file, that file will call it as a untracked file. So use git add to track. Nothing but now we are in working tree. So .git folder, now we are in working tree. If I want to add these changes to staging area, I need to execute a command called as git add. What is the file name? Enter. Now let me enter git status. Just practice this. Now if you see to unstage, it is telling nothing but now we are under staging area. I want to add this changes to local repo. What I need to do? Git commit -m first change. Okay, now let me execute git status. So on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree clean. Now we are under local repo. So if you want to push this changes to the remote repo, nothing but remote repo is nothing but GitHub. So now locally we have changes, nothing but I want to send this to the market. So that is called as GitHub. You need to understand that. Just practice these things today. So regarding remote, we are going to discuss in further sessions. So now let me just show you. Try to create an account as well. Okay, just go to GitHub. Let me enter GitHub. This is the github.com. Okay, just click on sign up. So GitHub, create account, just give you any username, whatever username you want, and then after try to give your email address, then after try to give your password. So you try to give the correct email address, you will get some notification. Then after I will ask to solve the puzzle, then after create account. That's it, free, easy. Okay, try to create an account in github.com. So this github.com we call it as a remote repo. I already have an account. If you want to let me show you. So if you see, I have given username as DevopsEasy. If you give the username, you will get, like, if you see github.com/DevopsEasy. Okay, if you see repositories, I will update every notes as I promised it, right? If you see day 15th, last class, these are the things we have done in Kubernetes. Whatever I execute, whatever I teach, everything I will provide the screenshots. So like this, now I will create one Git repo. We are not started it, we are going to start. Today's agenda was to just understand this workflow, how Git works. That's it. Even if you don't understand, don't worry, we are going to repeat this again. So from tomorrow we will going to start from theoretical session. So today I just shown some practical. So this is very important, right? First you will create one file. After creating a file, first you will init, a .git folder will be created. Then after you will create a file. Then after red color, nothing but you are in working tree. Then after you will add, then it will comes to staging area. Then after what you will do, you will commit that, then you will come into local repo. So this is basic workflow. Why we are following this? Because the owner of this Git has created the process, how our olden generation has created the process. Okay, we will born, we will study, and we will get a job. Then after we will have a marriage, then we will have a kids. So this cycle will continuously follow. In the same way, in the Git, if the workflow will be, first whenever you create a file, it will be under working tree, nothing but a tree is there, and we need to add a water to that tree. Then it will comes to staging area, nothing but a stage where you can able to sell that fruits. After that he will do some commitment, nothing but he will add that to local repo. Then after from local repo you will add to remote. So you will be having confusion, no need to worry. We are going to learn this step by step. If you can able to understand these things, total Git you will get. Total Git you are already practiced like that. So yeah, you have any doubts, you can ask. Yeah, definitely I will share this. So I will update in my YouTube channel itself. After that I will not upload. I will share you the link whenever you enroll, right? For demo purpose I'm just adding to the YouTube. Okay, Git workflow. Now new, let me go to images, Git real life. Let me add some changes. What this we call it as push. There will be pull as well, pull by push. he has got a stage. Earn money, nothing but, right, he has a stage to earn money. So first what he will do, he will add some water. After adding the water, he will get the fruits. After getting the fruits, he has got a stage of to get to earn money. After that, he has some commitment to sell that fruits. To the local shop. What local shop will have different methods. You can sell from online, that will be called as remote. So local. So if you see, this is a tree. Okay, in Git what we will call it as, this stage, did you remember? Working tree, right? In Git we will call it as working tree. What this we call it as? Staging area. This stage we call it as local repo. This stage we call it as, now you need to tell this. Tell me what we will call this stage, final stage. Hello. Yeah, final stage what we will call it as, local repo. Then after, remote repo. Right, this is nothing but a architecture. Now let me save. No, I will not save, I will save as git real life so I will try to add this as a nodes as well. I will create one git repo, I will add this nodes as well. You no need to worry, whatever I teach, I said, right, whatever I teach I will add a nodes. So but actual class will start from today or tomorrow. Okay, can you able to understand, right? Yeah, let us have these sessions, okay, as interactive. You can ask anything, you no need to get fear. So just treat me as your brother itself. You can ask anything. You need to learn. If you can able to speak, then only you can able to crack a job easily. If you cannot able to speak in front of me, you cannot able to speak in the interview.